There's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we have ourselves a preseason clash between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Enough build up. The ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And away we go, here from San Diego. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. When you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long. Into traffic, complete! And he's brought down after a short gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Set up the screen, Brooks. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Return amounts to much. They bring him down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it's their 5th-year quarterback leading the charge.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate. That defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. That QB speed is a difference maker.
And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They strike for 23 yards. And that means 1st down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, play action. Completed to his running back. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. It's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll throw for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. There he goes on the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's hit and sent out of bounds, so this ends as a gain of close to 7, 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On the set.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Hot 70, hot.
They go play action on 1st down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready, go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
4th down, pass coming. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception, which is forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And motion a receiver left. They'll go play action. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down.
He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. And I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's at the screen. It's Shakir out wide. And he'll go down here at the 16. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Brooks. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down, another run by Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 13-0 lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Condors, nothing.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's out a little short of the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series.
Ready, ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run here from the gun. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. The Panthers have taken the early lead. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Condors start to fight back with their first points of this game.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. This rookie is putting on a show.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Condors cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Condors 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown.
Ready up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the backup. First throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Go! 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. Carolina in punt formation. Ball taken in at the 36. Through the 45. And he's all the way down at the 32-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Will Rowe from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He dodged the tackle. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Condors can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
The kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Dump off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Condors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Ready.
Milrow with it on first. We've got a screen to the running back. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Complete out to the right. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing here, Milrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Milrow now to throw. He's got a man left. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from San Diego in just a bit. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get it.
Hand off to the back. Some room to work. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Condors get some late points and the lead.
It might be easy for some to take these touchdowns for granted, but I'm not doing so up here in the booth. Not the way he's been running. 3 different drives, Kate, have ended the same way. And I promise you, he's making it look easy, but it's not in this league.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Condors break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And he's brought down at the line. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Passing now on 2nd and 10. Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Hop, 70, hop, hop.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
3 and out.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Collects this at the 35. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. We've set it downs from the 37. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. It is caught left side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. It's a design keeper for Milroe. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Trying for it with Milroe. He's got it to his running back. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, Milroe. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Condors will add to their lead at the end of the half. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Condors double their lead to 14. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Has this at the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Time now for the bottom half of the roster to make an impact, Brock. Our preseason opener underway in half number 2. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And he's going to be out of bounds with some outstanding field position right at midfield.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that 1st half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Another carry for him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Burrow throwing on third down. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to have this one down to the 28. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, check that. Hey, steady.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now looking to throw. Cut out left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready up.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Get it. Crack all 80. Get it.
Line up the design keeper. He's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have 2nd and goal now at the 3.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Setting up to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he is in. Touchdown. The Condors grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors stretch their lead to 21.
Condors 35, Panthers 14.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
60 by 6. Ready, go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Trying to throw this from the gun. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On in at the 41. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. This offense ready to get going again now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now.
Throwing now on 1st down. That one's complete, right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready up.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Finds a man, right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that is good for a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Brought in right side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, they need 7.
Let's ready.
They are throwing it again. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Sticking to the air here. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
23. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over.
Okay, break.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, ready, ready.
They'll try and punch it in. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Touchdown. The Condors put up even more points in a win. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. I think of the receivers, they got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Condors grow their lead yet again.
42. Panthers 14.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers set to take the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man. Were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Condors keep running away with this. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Condors continue piling onto this lead.
Panthers 14.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Carolina offense headed out now. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now off the play action. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
3rd and long for him here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr.
Third down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And they bring him down around the 34. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Come on, go!
Back-to-back carries here. They stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives him the 1st.
Left, ready, right.
Running back gets the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in San Diego. Condors authoring a blowout here.
Okay, ready?
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he won't get anything here before he's shoved down. So that brings up 4th down. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Throwing now, out of the shotgun. Stepping up, and he's going to run. He loses the football. Scooped up by the defense.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle, and he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready, ready.
They're going to pass it here. He's got it near the 8. He's out of bounds to set up 1st and goal, but they might not get to keep this. We've got a flag down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Let's go. Ready,
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
let's go.
Throwing on seconds. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
3rd and short here, trying to pass. He's got a man left. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. Caught out left. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And in he goes for the touchdown. The Condors continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 3. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Panther 6.
One final shot here. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Condors as we say goodbye from San Diego.